beyond thrilled because we have a privilege of sitting down with the incredibly talented gospel music artist, Dorothy Mathibe. Dorothy, thank you so much for joining us on the morning show. Let's take it back to when the journey of music started.
My journey goes long. As I was, according to my mom, I started schooling at the age of 5. And I was still very, very small. But they said I cried. I wanted to go to school. And they had to beg the principal to accept me. And I was accepted. So by then, I astonished them because as young as I was, I started a song. And the whole school just backed me up, and it was correct, it was so good. So, which means indeed, music,
music
is
was
in my blood.
instilled. Now, also, what inspires you to write your music, and how do you channel that inspiration into your songs? Because you find out when they are writing umculo, it's because of the experience. It could be what you're going through, so and then you'll channel those emotions into writing down. What inspires you?
The inspiration is just from within. The God that I serve, it's like the more I sing, it's like I'm preaching. It's like I'm ministering. The inspiration is from God, actually. And it's from within. I don't know, I can't tell you where did I inherit it, but the inheritance maybe is from the parents, because my mom liked to sing. And I'll be the one leading the songs. I will lead the songs. I will sing for her until she sleeps.
I want us to get into the moment where you decided to record your album. From at school thing, I'm going to say you led the musical, the morning musical religious songs from primary school, and then moving to being the person Ekaya Uti, it was also a thing that was done, and you being led also by God, which means that it was something that you took time to, because if you are being led by God, you need obedience also. You don't just do on your own, you listen to the voice and then you also put it down. So let's get into you now recording the album. Were you also led? Did you hear voices? Was this part of God's plan into you now having this beautiful album?
It is God's plan, because as I told you that I was always leading songs in the church. There was one time we were at a revival, and then this apostle, I like him very much, Apostle Sitole Joseph. He used to come to our village for revivals. So there was one time where he prophesied, and those times it wasn't much of prophecies. We didn't have those things. I was singing at the back. He just decided, he looked back at me and he said, "You girl, I see something within you. When you feel a song, please rise up, even if it's during the night, rise up and write it down." And then he prayed for my right hand. He said, "Which hand are you holding the mic?" And then I gave it to him, and then he prayed for me. But by then, I didn't think it will be something that will be on a process. I just thought that was only for that day. All the songs that I'm performing, they come within my spirit. I just feel maybe the sounds. And then the words follow it. And I write them down.
Love that. Now, Mama, before we let you go, they say worship pleases God, because that's another way of praying when you worship. You don't really have to be kneeling down in order for you to think that, okay, now I'm praying, because also worship pleases God. In your music, in your worship, would you say that God has found you favorable in his eyes, because you listened to that prophecy that the apostle had given you, and you also put it into action? And now this album is here. Do you think now this is the time where God is like, I favored you, this is what you're doing, my child, and you are going to share your worship to the world?
This is the right moment. This is the time. If you can listen in one of my songs, I've got a song called Duma Duma. I feel like this is the song of this nowadays. It's a song of this moment, because it's speaking about the coming of Christ.
Yeah.
So I think God released me now because He saw me relevant for this era.
Yeah.
These days are evil, my dear. We are right in the evil days, just like in the days of Noah. So it needs those worshippers that will worship God in truth and in spirit. And whenever we sing, we mustn't just sing we are singing. We must put that in our mind that we are not just singing, we are praising, we are praying, we are healing people, we are transporting God to people. So worship itself, it doesn't go far with prayer. It's like you are praying. So that's why a worshiper must be someone who is becoming more closer to God. He must be prayerful. A worshiper that doesn't pray, he misses something. The anointing must also accompany your accompany your music. It mustn't just go with this nice melody.
Nice, but there's no anointing.
So worship is just like prayer itself. It's like, and in prayer you cry sometimes. In prayer you praise, you enjoy. It goes with incidents. Then you know. It just goes like that.
Well, thank you so much, Mom Dorothy, for coming to studio with us and also sharing what goes beyond you writing and making your music. I love the fact that it is led by the Spirit, and also like the fact that in one of your songs, it is very clear that, because when someone is writing a song and also in worship, you're not just singing, it's also worship, it's also praise, and it's also a message that could heal someone at home.